Love, peace, light, and blessings, soul family. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome on in. My name is Jazz. If you're one of my A1 Day 1 subscribers, shout out to you, spiritual gangsters, you original souls. Excuse me, y'all, I'm just trying to get my light right. I don't know why. I feel like I can't see the melanin. I look pale. Take a shot for me. Okay, y'all. This is going to be a collective messages from the ancestors, okay? We're going to tap in. We're going to see what's good, what's tea with this full moon in Pisces energy, y'all. So we have a full moon in Pisces in Virgo season, and I've been downloading and channeling a couple of different things for us, okay? I've been downloading and channeling practicality versus spirituality. We're going to tap in. We're going to dig into that message a little bit. And then I've also been channeling, y'all, that the solar plexus is overwhelmed and overworked. 11:11 on the time as soon as I said that. We need it. We need it. I knew we needed it. The solar plexus is overwhelmed and overworked, and it needs help. I feel like if we look at the chakra system like a grand rising, Cindy, I hope you enjoy your candle and your oil, my love. I send you love, grand rising. Thank you for kicking it with the kid. I love you, Cindy. Peace, Miss Oye. You came through with a powerful energy. You brought the Orishas with you. I felt it. Grand risings to you, my love. So, y'all, the solar plexus is overwhelmed and it's overworked. And Spirit told me that the chakra system is supposed to be like a sibling system. They work together. I'm so glad you love your candle. They work together, they tag team with each other, and they have a conjoined and a combined mission. Grand Rising, Zealous One, Grand Rising. So right now the solar plexus has been taking the brunt of the human experience's burden is what I heard. These full moons come through as a result of a pent-up energy that the collective is harboring on the inside. And typically the chakra that decides to take the brunt of that burden, the chakra that knows how to deal with feelings and emotions and sensitivity, things of that nature, is the solar plexus. But the solar plexus is overwhelmed. Because when the full moons come, do you know what the human body decides to do? It overworks that chakra system, and we end up taking all of the feelings and all of the emotions, and it's like pent up right here, y'all. There is no movement when it comes to the energy and the vibrations right now, because the human vessel is the host. When we talk about the powers that be, when we talk about the 1%, when we talk about those royal bloodlines that actually utilize damn, I don't want to be offensive, but my truth is my truth. Interracial rape and things of that nature, to take the actual melanated royal bloodlines and intertwine them with those royal ones that we believe to be royal to this day, y'all. We're talking about the I don't even know the names, and they're not coming to me for a reason, because I probably shouldn't be saying it to even tap into that algorithm. But a lot of these powers that be cannot deal with these lower vibrations being in the crystalline grid. So you know what they do? They broadcast spells to ensure that we absorb. We are the host here, and we're just harboring these lower vibrations, y'all. And the vessel is utilizing or attempting to utilize these full moon energies to rid and to purge. But guess what we don't know how to do? Tag team the other chakra systems in. The solar plexus is powerful, but it's overworked and it's overwhelmed, because when we feel the energy, we either put it to the back of our mind, or we let it live rent free in our bodies. And that's when we start to cause dis-ease within the vessel. That's when you guys start to notice more mucus within the body. That's when you guys start to notice more inflammation within the body. You're lethargic, you're fatigued, things of that nature, because when these energies have no form of release, okay, it is unhealthy to the human itself and the human experience, you guys. These full moons, I literally heard howling, like a wolf howling. And I said, ancestors, what is that? And they said, that's y'all. And I was like, why are we howling? Y'all are releasing. Some of y'all motherfuckers literally need to scream. Some of y'all been through some shit, and I'm talking about some shit when you was 5, 6, 7, and as a child, you ain't know how to process that emotion, so you buried it. Some of y'all need to scream. Some of y'all need to cry. Some of y'all need to shout. And Jazz, look at my fucking hands, y'all. Jazz is here to tell you that that is okay. That love and light, fairy tales, and unicorn spiritual journey, I'm not here for it. And I'm not ever going to preach that shit, okay? When these emotions come, the high priestess has to process them, not bury them. The empress has to alchemize and manipulate them, not disown them. You gotta honor your emotions here, collective. Y'all been through some real shit. Some of y'all are some real live frontline soldiers, especially if you resonate with me. We contracted to experience. We ain't contracted to no one side half-ass shit of earth. Earth is a school. And y'all, my ancestors gave me a download. Do y'all know it's a long waiting list and a long waiting line to come experience this shit that we are all right here not understanding, overstanding, and understanding? In the spiritual realm, that's why we have so much help, because we may be blinded by this veil, but they know what's up, y'all. They know how much of a honor it is to come and get schooled by earth and ascended at the same damn time. They know how much other souls are sitting here watching us in awe, cheering us on, guiding us, assisting us, because it was supposed to be hard. But why do y'all think so many souls are literally on that waiting list still wanting to come here? Because on the other side of that veil, there is a perfect plan that maybe we can't see, but it's something beautiful about Earth School. It's something beautiful about this planetary body, y'all. It's something beautiful about all of the vibrations and energies that we're experiencing. And some of y'all have been harboring lower ones that want to be released. The solar plexus said, throat chakra, help me out. Go fucking yell. Who are you not to believe that your spirituality doesn't consist of both? Who are you not to try to emote every emotion and every feeling? That's why I hate when people always preach that lovey-dovey shit sometimes, because it's unrealistic. And that's where we get to practicality versus spirituality. What works for everybody is not going to work for you. Because I promise you, when I went to Haiti, I stood on the top of the mountains and I roared. It was a grunt. It was a cry, and it came through, and it took something out of me, though. I yelled. I'm talking about that type of yell that'll make you lose your voice, collective. Because I deserve that. The shit I've been through required that. Who told you otherwise? Y'all be trying to run away from y'all anger when you supposed to be angry. Anger is here to show you something. Frustration is trying to show you something. Agitation is trying to show you something. Irritation is trying to show you something. All of this shit is here to work with us. But when we shun something like a child, it just wants to be seen. And that's when it haunts us. That's when it shows up. That's when it triggers us. That's when it hides from us, y'all. That's when it shies from us. That's when it disowns us. That's why the high priestess stands within neutrality, because she's here to work with all this shit. Thank you for the $20, my Cindy. I send you my love humbly. Gratefully. All I'm gonna do is buy more decks, y'all. I'm addicted, okay? Thank you for that $20, my love. Some of y'all need to allow yourself to feel and then honor your feelings, okay, collective? This full moon in Pisces is about to make you feel something, okay? It could be good, it could be bad, but you define good and bad. There is no such thing as good and bad. There is just duality. There's just polarity here, you guys. Let's oversimplify our human experience in this existence. This plane of existence is teaching us. So if you perceive everything to be your lesson, you never lose out here, y'all. I don't give a fuck what you've been through. And I don't care what lower vibration that came to experience your experience with you. Just feel it and honor your feelings. Who are you not to feel some type of way? Human beings are fucking cruel, y'all. And I've only lived 27 years, and I can attest to that. Human beings are cruel. And some of y'all have experienced the cruel aspect of our lower selves, our karmic selves. Some of y'all are here to transmute that energy within itself by doing your self-work, your inner work. So who are you not to honor what you are experiencing? Who are you not to honor what's coming up for you right now, collective? If you feel the need to yell, then yell. Because some of us have experienced things at such a young age where we did not know how to process things, that we shut the fuck up, and it has damaged us internally. We just stayed silent, and our truth was never spoken. And some of us still decide to bury certain emotions because of the fact that we can't say it to who it needs to be said to. Say it to spirit, say it to your creator, say it to your maker, say it to yourself. Whatever that truth is. The solar plexus says some of y'all need to tag team the third eye and the crown chakra. Get the journaling. Get poetic justice on their ass. Nobody don't ever have to read your story but you and your higher self. That's your truth. And not Ned Nutter can invalidate our truths, you guys. What you are experiencing right now is your truth. It don't matter if I get it, if they get it. It don't matter. Spirit understands our truth individualistically, you guys. When this full moon comes up, whatever emotions come up, some of y'all gonna scream, and I encourage it. Some of y'all gonna cry, and I encourage it. Some of y'all gonna journal, I encourage it. Some of y'all gonna write a letter to y'all younger selves, y'all future selves. I encourage all that shit. I encourage it because you have to honor where you are and where you're trying to go. I also wrote practicality versus spirituality. The theme is sacrifice. What are you willing to give in order to get? We ask for a lot of things. The world knows how to have their hand out when it comes to creation, but we tend to forget that this world is built off of cause and effect and an even exchange of energy. Some of us really don't understand that the main reason why we are in between the old cycle and the new cycle is because we are the blockage to our own damn blessing. We really are, you guys. Some of us are in this receiving energy from the universe, and the universe is really asking us to give. For some of us, literally the only thing standing in the way between us and our wildest dreams and our manifestations is what we are not willing to give up or change. Sometimes it's our habits. Sometimes it's our friends, our environments. Depending upon what it is, the blockage that's currently being focused on and purged is how are we standing in our own ways? What type of habits do we have that's not conducive to the better versions of ourselves, the highest version of ourselves? What type of changes can we make to ensure that we don't fumble this next play, y'all? It is a tag team effort. We are not creators, we're co-creators. So it's a tag team effort. Whatever it is that you're asking for, alignment is key. Whatever I was channeling, I just tapped out. Let's bless our reading and tap back in. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ascended masters. Mother God, Father God, I ask that you utilize me as a humble vessel. Fill me up with divine love, divine light, divine lessons, divine blessings, divine guidance, and divine intuition for myself and for the collective. I ask that you fill us up until we overflow mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. I shade to the ancestors. I bobo to my lineage. I moon to the original. Take care of your solar plexus. Take care of that shit. Some of these emotions not even ours, you guys. When I say the powers that be can't control the vibrations when they're in the crystalline grid. They can't even control the demons they created. So we become the host. They can't even control their own demons they created. So the spells that they broadcast is strategic to make sure that they don't bump into the shit and that we absorb it all. Look at the elevation of the depression and anxiety since the early 90s, y'all. And then look at the implementation of all of the additional GMOs, hormones, antibiotics, and the daily necessities. I'm talking water and food. The tampering with. Look at the chemtrails and things of that nature, the excessiveness that we've seen over the past hundreds of years. 50 plus years, I would say. Y'all gotta understand EMF. What the fuck did I just say? Electromotive force is equal to the terminal potential difference when no current flows. EMF is the amount of energy provided by the battery to each coulomb of charge passing through. The electromotive force is defined as the electric potential produced by either electrochemical cell or by changing the magnetic field. Ancestors, where we going? EMF is the commonly used acronym for the electric motive force. Remember we was channeling radiation, collective? It was one of our recent messages from the ancestors, and we was channeling radiation, and we tapped into that radiation channeling based upon the solar storms that we was experiencing with Amun-Ra. There was some solar storm energy coming through to our planetary body as a result of some explosions on the surface of the sun. Shout out to Queen Cup for that download, right? And I literally just heard EMF random dandom in my fucking head. And I just tapped into what EMF is. And that's an electric motive force, an electric magnetic force, you guys. You got to understand what type of planetary body we living in. Earth has a crystalline grid for an atmosphere. All right? And I hear portals have been opening, and I literally been visioning. The only way I'm gonna be able to give y'all the vision is through a movie, so y'all can tap into this right here with me. But y'all know it was one of them Avengers, and I don't know which one it is, and I'm a big ass comic head, so don't judge the kid. One of them Avengers where literally all of the world started to overlap. Somebody, if y'all know which one it was, drop it in the comments so we have a reference. But literally, it was the several dimensions. Show me the stratosphere, etc. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm on to something. I feel it. What is... Here we go. Here we go. It was like... Bear with me, collective. I'm downloading this as we speak, okay? In that movie, y'all remember how the several different dimensions began to overlap each other to the point where the moment that there was a merger or there was a perfect alignment of these several different dimensions, you could literally peek, walk, and see through all of them bitches. And then my ancestors made me start to tap into this more, which is the trophosphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and then the exosphere. So y'all see here, the trophosphere, we got planes. The stratosphere, air balloons have the ability to access that. The mesosphere is where we typically see the shooting stars, the meteors, things of that nature. The thermosphere is where our satellites and things like that shit sit. And then our exosphere is space. My ancestors been making me dream of a merger. Y'all remember all these mystical creatures and shit that y'all seen in fucking history? I'm talking fairies, unicorns, leprechauns. I'm talking all of this stuff, y'all. There is a merger happening. And why do y'all think they blowing up and dropping atomic bombs in the ocean? Because Earth is 70% water. And access to these other dimensions lies beneath the water, believe it or not. And they know of a time that's coming that melanated beings are not privy to or have not been privy to. Unless you're spiritual, you're tapped into these changes, this new earth that's occurring, right? You feel something that you can't see, right? Why are they blowing up all this shit in the ocean? Why are they trying to diminish portals and life within the ocean? It's because some type of merger is happening where these Anunnaki, these Palladians, these original cultivators of this planetary body are coming back through to restore order. They're trying to prevent something that we feel and can't see, but they know. They're attempting to do something. When this merger happens, y'all, there's a lot of extraterrestrial energy. So whether you consider them Orishas, Loa, angels, Anunnaki, Palladians, this shit is coming back to restore balance. Because they left a bloodline here that allows them to continue to tap into what's going on and continue to come back through because of us. Some of y'all come from these royal bloodlines that originated the cultivation of this planetary body as we know it. And a lot of these royal bloodlines were extraterrestrial beings. And look at like the Atlantis, the Lemurian, you know what I'm saying, history. These mermaids, y'all, all of these shits that these mystical creatures, do y'all know why they call it supernatural? You know why they call it mysticism? It's because they can't fucking explain it. That don't make it true. That don't make it not true. Do y'all know that even when you read a fiction book, there is no such thing as fiction, because fiction just means it has not happened yet. So what we was reading back in the 1800s was not necessarily or technically fiction, because half of that shit is occurring today. There is no such thing as mystical, supernatural fiction, none of that shit. And Disney is one of the most magical niggas that's out there, because he done dreamt up and put all this shit in movies for the imagination of the innocent to continue to hold the wave. So shit like this, when mergers like this happen, these energies can come back through and restore balance and order and things of that nature. But there is a merger that I feel like is happening because of these electromagnetic manipulations that's occurring right now, you guys. When you go through chemotherapy, when you go through radiation, when you have cancer, what is the purpose of that? It's to manipulate your cells. And here it is. How long have we had Morse code? How long has the government and the military been utilizing Morse code? Meaning, how long has these powers that be been privy to the fact that we can manipulate vibrations within this crystalline grid? How long have we had cellular devices? Since the 80s. They used to be big as shit, but they've been knowing how to tamper with the crystalline grid and the frequencies that reside here. How long have we been subjected to the same damn study? We are a fucking case study right now. And I feel like the more that we rid our vessels of the energies that do not belong to us, that we did not incarnate with, they don't even know how to deal with the demons they created. So the only way that they keep this control and this order is to continually broadcast that spell and make us absorb the shit that they created. We walking around with energies that don't even belong to us, but we are strong enough to put that shit back in its place. Hear me when I say, I don't fear monger, and that's why sometimes I don't drop messages like this, but the only reason why my ancestors would let me even tell y'all what it is, we living in a fucking microwave right now. Everybody's cells are attempting to be manipulated. They've been tampering with the crystalline grid the moment that Morse code was initiated or implemented. And that's been years upon years now, you guys. They know shit that we don't know about self and about our own planetary body. And the spiritual beings been feeling something that they can't see. And I believe Queen Cup actually tapped in, y'all. She said we about to get back to a place where we got to live off the land. So them same people that's living third world that we may look down on, them same people from my motherland, guess what they going to have to teach us how to do? Get back to our old ways. We going to fuck up this planetary body to the extent where there is no return. Technology can't save us. Technology is not going to save us. Technology is going to begin to work against us, and we're going to have to go back to them people that's living off the land, because that's the only way we're going to continue to save our race. Hear me when I say they created demons that they're not even going to be able to fight. These lower level vibrations, energies, entities, when that law of cause and effect transpires, you guys, they're not even going to be able to fight their own shit. Did we bless this reading? Because I've been channeling. I don't even know. Did we? Sorry, I got some family visitors. Let's tap in. I've been wrapping y'all up for 23 minutes. Overall energy ancestors, thank you. We have Athena, strategy. You can go upstairs, she's upstairs in the office. So we have strategy, guys. This is a new plan. The collective is coming up with a whole new plan. Grand Rising, Terry, welcome on in. I'm so glad to see your name. Sorry for the interruption, collective. But we just want to tap in because I wrapped y'all up too much. I was channeling the whole time in the beginning. So I'm so glad that my family popped up to kind of take me out of that bubble that I was in. I felt like I was just rambling. But some of y'all are reevaluating y'all current strategy. Trying to reflip y'all play to work out in your favor. This full moon is bringing us the energy to either hit the reset button or to really, really look at the direction that we've been going and see what changes can be made. Remember when I told y'all about practicality versus spirituality? This is definitely about what changes can I make? What strategy can I implement? She is a Greek goddess. The ancient Greeks loved Athena and they built many temples in her honor. She is the virgin daughter of Zeus. And Athena was born from his brow and sat by his side in Olympus, helping him in all decision making. That's what's up. So her message is to use your head rather than your heart. Formulate a wise strategy and plan ahead for best results. So I heard never put your heart in your mind's position. Some of you guys are beginning to realize when it's time to think and when it's time to feel. You know what I'm saying? Never put your heart in your mind's position here, collective. And I feel like that's the strategy moving forward. The mind has its place, but so does the heart. You know what I'm saying? The mind has its logic, but the heart has its emotions. And I feel this energy of it's not one over the other, but it's definitely both. Learning how to transmute and emote that energy with the tag team effort of both. Some of you guys have been utilizing the heart chakra only, and that's what's making the solar plexus feel very overwhelmed and overworked. Some of you guys have been using that crown chakra only, and that's what's not allowing the body to actually feel, honor, and process your emotions. So this full moon in Pisces is allowing us to come up with a different strategy in regards to our purging process, our healing process. Athena came out and was like, strategize. Protection guardian, drop your shields. This is some of the collective's biggest downfall. Blocking themselves from actually feeling what they feel, experiencing what they're experiencing. Sometimes it's really hard to just honor your emotions. It's really hard to go there with yourself, I feel, collective. And the protection guardian is pretty much saying, like, don't block what's coming in. Don't block what you're feeling. Actually allow yourself to transmute that energy. Actually allow that energy to work for your highest good. See what happens when you learn how to allow yourself to genuinely, wholeheartedly, in a safe space, honor whatever's coming up for you. Drop your shields. Some of y'all do a damn good job at blocking things from coming up for you because that's just the easiest route. That's just the easiest way. That's just the way that you know best. And I think the new strategy is putting down whatever shield that you have built around your heart or around your mind from either utilizing the heart to feel or utilizing the mind to think about certain things. Some of y'all have blocked that out completely. And I do feel like when these full moons come, I hear premenstrual dysmorphia. And if you don't know what that is, a lot of women, I feel like, experience that. My personal opinion is it has a lot to do with malnutrition. When we are shedding the uterine lining, when we are undergoing these monthly cycles, we are ridding ourselves of a lot of the minerals that live in the blood system. And no doctor or parent, unfortunately, is emphasizing the importance of nutrition during that cycle, that moon cycle or that womb cycle, right? And what typically ends up happening, y'all become little demons around either full moon or around your menstrual cycle. This has a lot to do, or is very symbolic of what's being harbored inside the body and what's forcefully coming up energetically, astronomically, astrologically. Premenstrual dysmorphia is something that I feel like a lot of women suffer from but don't pay attention to. And it's not being diagnosed often or properly either. So that's probably why a lot of women don't know why they are the worst version, the lowest version of themselves when they are menstruating or experiencing a full moon cycle. You are the moon, and the moon is you. And as the moon goes through its cycles, it forces our vessels to oblige. And I genuinely, like I said, personally, I feel like it can be counteracted with, nutrition, because I do feel like the body is symbolically reactive to the malnutrition that's occurring within the body. You know what I'm saying? So there are, the endocrine system is abnormal during these phases of our cycles, and the hormones are imbalanced. And if you know anything about hormones, you know our hormones regulate our emotions, our stability, our mentality, and we're already undergoing imbalance of hormones as a result of menstruation. Then when you implement malnutrition, premenstrual dysmorphia, and pent up, bottled up emotions, that woman is chaos. And some of y'all don't even know that that's what it is. How you need to honor yourself so much. How self-care and self-love is so important, because then it'll show up externally. Everything that we're harboring on the inside, some way, somehow, it has its way, it brings its way to the surface. And that's your monthly sign from your ancestors that the work is not finished, baby. The work is, it's never finished. It's never finished, y'all. I shouldn't say it's not finished. The work is just never finished, y'all. Ever. Angels. When you move. You can't make this shit up. The God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. Some of you guys during this full moon energy is about to realize that your peace is more priceless. Okay? Your peace is going to be more priceless. The God of conflict resolution came out and said there is multiple ways for you to get around whatever situation that you're dealing with right now. And there are two sides of this coin to conflict. Some of us here shy away from conflict because we're only familiar with one side of confrontation. Confronting something, if you have a proper strategy, if resolution and solution is your ultimate goal, confronting an issue doesn't always have to be confrontational. You're just confronting that issue, and that's one side of that coin. But some of us are only familiar with this opposite side of confrontation, that we harbor things on the inside, or we avoid approaching certain situations and in conversations because we know how we confront shit. But remember, collective, confrontation is just that. How you choose, how you strategize to confront your issues, your conflicts, and your problems, that's really on you and up to you. There's two sides of this coin. You can choose to confront something with the ultimate goal of resolution and solution, or you can choose to confront something with the goal of it is what it is. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be, okay? Some of us are only familiar with one side of this confrontation, but there's two sides to this coin. And the God of conflict resolution says some of y'all are dealing with something that you're actually being encouraged to walk away from, okay? You're actually not being encouraged to say it is what it is, and it's not what it's gonna be. You're not being encouraged to experience or to explore that aspect of confrontation. You're actually being encouraged to confront the resolution and the solution based or timeline or version. You know what I'm saying? So let's pay attention to what we've been taught and how we've experienced conflict thus far, and how it possibly makes us shy away from confrontation altogether, or have a one-sided perspective of what confrontation can be. You know what I'm saying? I personally believe in boundaries and things of that nature, and the only way for you to assert or to set certain things is to confront things in life, not to run away from things. Some of y'all literally run away from things because you are afraid of you out here. You block certain conversations, certain people out your life because you're afraid of what you're capable of. Well, let's experience and let's explore another aspect inside of confrontation. Have you attempted to have resolution and solution be your ultimate goal? Because that can change a lot out here. Let's get one more and we're going to clarify ancestors. Let me say both. We got Goddess Best Set, okay? It says guardian and protectress, okay? So we have two guardian energies that came out of here, whose ancestors whoop ass for them like no other. I do feel this energy of you are connected and protected, just period. I feel this energy of some people who have done you wrong, caused you conflict. Your ancestors are the one that's resolving that as we speak. Don't get your hands dirty. Some of these problems is meant for the spirit realm while you continue to sit pretty, look pretty, act pretty, be pretty, okay? Understand me when I say sometimes you may be artillery weapon, but they got it too. They can handle it. They can handle it. Hear me when I say some of y'all are being encouraged to walk away and let the spirit realm handle some of your problems here. Don't get your hands dirty, period. And this sensuality energy came out as well. Sit pretty, be pretty, act pretty. Stay within your power. Protect your peace, because your peace is priceless here, collective. Some of these energies that I feel like y'all are dealing with are your test. And I feel like some of y'all going to pass, and then some of y'all going to barely pass. Y'all going to get like a C-, okay? Nevertheless, How we deal with conflict is definitely being highlighted here. And it's how we're applying our lessons that's also being highlighted. What have you learned about protecting your peace? How much does your peace actually mean and cost to you here? And how much protection do you really understand that you have on the other side? Basset came out here. Powerful Egyptian deity. That's why I feel like some of y'all got some powerful ancestors that handle your light work. Don't get your hands dirty. Please. Please hear Jazz when she say, it's a time and it's a place for everything. Understand me. Resolution, solution based, cool. It is what it is based, cool. But why does Jazz feel like this is not one of them? Some of y'all really need to temper yourself. Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy, temper yourself. And when you get into that space of temperance, that's when the guides come through and they rub your back, baby. They hug you. They say, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. You good. I got you. They give you reassurance. They give you peace. They don't get your hands dirty. Some of y'all being tested to see how dirty you gonna get your hands in a space and in a place where you ain't got to get your hands dirty. Some of these people that have wronged y'all, I feel like they wronged y'all in your childhood, in your teenage years. Some of y'all have been holding on to this harboring resentment or possibly pain and agitation towards individuals that never said sorry and that you could never cuss out. Let the spirit realm heal you and resolve your conflicts. What's the strategy? Goddess Athena, what is this strategy? Y'all really can't believe I wrapped y'all up for like 20 minutes. And if my family did not come knock on my door, I would have kept going. It's channeling season, all Virgo season. Your girl just been channeling for y'all. Wow. Strategy, we got the devil. What's up, Capricorn? Introduce your shit. Welcome to the reading with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And remember, her message was never put your heart in your mind's position. Some of y'all learned that the hard way, I feel like. Some of y'all learned that through a possible karmic person coming into y'all life. I feel like some of y'all are in the process of really honoring the pain that you've experienced by not having a strategy in the past. But some of y'all are also honoring the space where if you did not experience this karmic, this toxic energy possibly within this world, how you would not know better, how you would not be able to see the red flags, how you would not be able to know what the signs and the synchronicities and all of that shit look like from a mile away. Please honor the fact that these experiences have their ups and their downs. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are beginning to transmute the pain that was associated with you being either naive, vulnerable, or gullible in the past. That naivety, that vulnerability, that gullibility, it taught you something. Some of you guys are really overcoming your karmics, period. Whoever these karmics was, I feel this energy is some of y'all thinking your karmics. Whoever these karmics were, because you have a different perception about your karmics. You know these red flags now. You not green to this shit. You not new to this shit. You true to this shit. That's perspective, and that's the power within perspective. Some of y'all are getting ready to thank your karmics. I appreciate what you showed me, how you did me, and who I became as a result of it. Clarify this protection, guardian. Drop your shields from what? Drop your shields from what, ancestors? Drop your shields, Empress. Why do I feel this energy of a masculine no longer blocking this woman? I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I knew it. This masculine don't want to block this woman. No more. I can make you put your guard down, is what I hear. I can make you put your guard down. Somebody wants you to put your guard down. Guess what I think is blocking this? The pain from the karmic stuff. This Empress ain't opening her heart up. Not easily, at least. You gotta work for that because of what she been through. He ain't giving up. This Emperor is determined to conquer, okay? This Emperor don't give up. He does not like to be defeated. Whoever this is that plays hard to get, because I feel like the challenge or the chase or the hunt here is, I gotta make her drop this shield. I gotta show her that she's protected. And that is definitely like I said, it's like a chase for this Emperor. So whoever's playing hard to get here, this Empress, don't stop. Don't stop. Let him do what he do best. Let him conquer this challenge that's before him. The Emperor got a challenge right now. I love the way you do it to me. And he love that shit, baby. Everything about it. Clarify the Emperor. No, let's move on. I'm not going to be nosy. It's the messages from the ancestors. What I'll do for y'all, I'll give a full moon in Pisces love reading since it came out. God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. We got the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is involving somebody you might feel passionate about, passionate towards, or have experienced some type of intimacy with that keeps you feeling very confused on whether to stay or whether to go with that hangman energy. I feel this collective of how that song go? Torn in between the two, 'cause I really wanna be with you. This really turned into a love reading. I'm gonna have to give y'all a full moon in Pisces love reading. Maybe that's why I wrapped y'all up for 20 minutes in the beginning. It was like, get all that spiritual shit out. Some of y'all are torn in between staying and going. Some of y'all could be torn in between two people as well. Confused. Don't know how to choose. There's a lot of passion here. And that's what makes it very, very hard to resolve conflict or to walk away completely. Sometimes I feel like you put your heart in your mind's position because of the chemistry. And we do have sensuality down here. I feel like chemistry keeps two people together despite other conflicts and differences. But is that healthy? You know? I wouldn't know. Y'all life, y'all story. It could be, right? But have you asked? Because in this hangman energy, that's what you're pondering. Is it healthy? Because this feel right. But is it healthy? I feel like with that strategy energy now, the heart and the mind have to come to an agreement. And how does that happen? With the throat chakra. The third eye meets the heart chakra in the middle here. Whatever conversation transpires, the mind and the heart got to come together with this full moon, y'all. Clarify the sensuality. What is this sensuality? What goddess Freya. Clarify sensuality. The Page of Pentacles. Give them a little bit, not a lot. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Some of y'all really play really hard to get, and I feel like it's a beautiful strategy. Whoever you want, you playing on their weakness, bitch. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? Give them a little, not a lot. Give them enough to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But make that, whoever I'm speaking to right now, you are a mystery to the person that is genuinely interested in you, right? And it makes them confused, but it keeps them biting. That's why I keep saying, keep doing what you're doing. But I do feel this energy of somebody possibly holding back wholeheartedly because they're just torn in between either two directions, two people, two identities. You know what I'm saying? Why do I feel this energy of if somebody chooses you, they got to choose their highest self. They got to choose their ooh, child. We got to do a love reading. Clarify the Page of Pentacles because right above the devil. I mean, right underneath the devil. In regards to sensuality, y'all, giving too much of yourself in the past, too much of your body in the past, too much of your shit. Y'all know we keep it jacked. That yoni starts trouble sometimes. That yoni puts your heart in your mind's position. Okay. That yoni confuses your feelings and your emotions. And what's that Drake verse on the new album, y'all? When he was like, she coming over here at 3 a.m. and I don't even treat her that good. I don't know why I just feel this energy of love is blind and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. If all that makes you feel connected to the love vibration is your sensuality, you are missing a key aspect of the love vibration. If all that you have experienced with the love vibration involves or revolves around your sensuality and what you bring to the table sensually as a divine feminine, then you have been manipulated in regards to the love frequency. Love expects, requires, and honors so much more from a divine feminine than just her body, y'all. Some of y'all are currently turning that pain into your power some way, somehow. The liberation of the sensual prowess, you know what I'm saying? And what it truly means to be a sensual prowess. Hear me when I say the Latin term for virginity meant sexual liberation. The Christian doctrine utilized and turned the term virginity to purify the woman in the Bible, such as Mary, who is so big in this religious world that we live in, right? But the original term for virginity was all about sexual liberation of the woman, you guys. She would refer to her virginity prior, post-date Christian and their Christianity and their Bible, Catholicism and their Bible. She would refer to her virginity in regards to her not wanting to be tied down to one man. Sensuality has really, really been tampered with in regards to our views and our perceptions of it. And I feel like the lower vibration of sensuality, that Jezebel energy, that Queen of Wands and reverse energy, it's put a lot of the divine feminine collective in a lot of unnecessary situations and unnecessary pain because she had to discover what it really means. What it means. It's the Empress. That's why it's powerful, because of what it creates. You hear me? Not because of what it seduces, not because of what it's a lower level of this energy that's been trying to convince divine feminine that that's what it is, and that's not what it is. It's been causing us a lot of pain and I believe a lot of confusion, and I feel this energy of liberation. The original terminology of virginity meant liberation and not wanting to be tied down to one man. And that's why when you look at the wildlife, when the ape or when the gorilla is in heat, she goes stand in a corner and she mates with every nigga in the village. It don't matter whose sperm fertilized her egg, because it was all about the village and cultivating the village, and she was cherished and worshipped and looked at as a as a portal. And that's why every man will go mate with her. And it's a lot of symbolism like that within the animal kingdom, because sensuality is undermined, you guys. And that meiotic principle, our highest calling is to lead a man to his soul through our sensuality, through our womb. Our lowest calling is to seduce him through our sensuality. And that's what causes pain, heartbreak, and confusion surrounding our true power. Clarified Basset, what is this guardian and protectress energy? The Ace of Pentacles. Some of y'all ancestors are really, really protecting your blessings. What's meant for you is for you, and can't nothing or nobody come in the way of that. I feel this energy of them holding the vision even when you don't see it. So please hear me when I say it's a time and it's a place for you to do your controllables. But when it comes to your uncontrollables, please don't let them be resting peacefully. Make them rise powerfully sometimes, okay? I'm a firm believer in them rising with me all the time and at all times, y'all. Give them your uncontrollables. And I feel like Sometimes that has something to do with the collective's finances or their entrepreneurship, their dreams, their passions. Give them your uncontrollables. Give it to them. Because I feel like some of us don't realize that they are our help. But with that law of free will, you have to invoke or permission their help. You have to give them permission to help. So that Ace of Pentacles is telling me that your blessings are protected by your ancestors here. Can't nothing or nobody come in the way of what's meant for you. That's meant for you. And meaning if it's meant for you, it's meant for y'all. You really think they gonna let somebody come in and fuck with theirs, yet alone yours? You know? Perspective is power. With the Queen of Swords, baby. She look like a warrior in this deck. She's giving warrior in this deck, y'all. She really is. I feel this energy of some of y'all passions, some of y'all missions is connected to your throat chakra and speaking your truth. The Queen of Swords don't give no fuck. She just says. Some of y'all voice is going to make y'all money. I don't care what type of platform you utilize. I just feel like you got a truth or you have a message, okay? And y'all message is genuinely or has the potential to be lucrative in this incarnation or this life cycle for you. Let's get our closing message from the ancestors. I swear I don't want these to be like this long, y'all. But my readings have not been the same. I don't argue with it. The times are really, really changing. All of the authentically spiritual beings are feeling something that they can't see right now. But that's because the times are really, really changing. The awakening process is really, really changing. And something that my ancestors have also been downloading to me, and I guess that's going to have to be a totally different message or video, is time. Time is an illusion. And that's why we are the time, y'all. And if we are the time, then you have to consider something called time travel, right? Timelines. Multidimensionality. You have to consider these things. And I personally feel like with this merger that I feel like is happening, that unseen portal that I feel like is opening that they're trying to prevent, it has a lot to do with the fact that we're time traveling. Whether we're coming from the beginning to the now or from the end to the now. Please don't let me lose you. We're coming to fix shit. Because if we are the time, the possibility of motherfuckers already time traveling is there. They know shit that we don't. So even as we awaken, the process that can't be avoided, if they time traveling coming back to stop us in our tracks, y'all, we got to be in tune with this, because these are going to continuously deceive us. Please decalcify this. Some of y'all have already, because I don't even think you could watch my readings if you didn't, okay? Let's be real. The shit that I be saying, everything is coded for a reason. So I love it, ancestors. So apparently the solar plexus said the heart can take some of that burden. It's strong enough for some of y'all. It says love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. We'll do a love reading for the collective, either tonight or tomorrow, okay? Because a lot of this was based off of love, so we'll go ahead and tap in and see what exactly to expect in regards to love. But I do feel like the solar plexus is saying that the heart chakra is sending it so much emotions that it's overwhelmed. Okay? Let's get it out. And however that resonates, however that feels the most natural to you here, collective, find a way to get it out your body. And watch how the world crumbles when we give it back up. When we put it back in the crystalline grid. Watch how they don't even know what to do with that shit when we break the spells that are being broadcasted. When we rid the human vessel of the energies that don't even belong to it. They're not even going to know how to deal with the demons they even fucking created. The world is just going to get more chaotic and chaotic as we know it. And when y'all see the world getting more chaotic, mark my words, it's a result of our healing. That shit don't have no place to go. We put it back out into the atmosphere. It's going to be a result of our healing. That's why I preach healing, man. Do it for yourself. Do it for your ancestors. I preach it so much because you need to be sovereign over your being and over your vessel to the point where you only invite and revoke the energies that you want to experience at the cycle and at the time that you are experiencing it, okay? I send you guys love, peace, light, and blessings. If you would like to book a personal reading with Jazz, all my information is down low in the description box below. If you would like to check out the spiritual shop, please feel free to do so. We have all 4 scented candles in stock, and we also have our protection eye shade away oil. Until next time, beautiful souls.